Hello, my lovelies. I am back. It is almost 9 p.m. Monday evening. So I hope you've all had a great weekend. It'll probably be Monday morning for you guys now. Pretty much for everyone except us in the world. Just got back from a beautiful evening walk with my dog. Went for about an hour and a bit. Just got back, and now let's get into the comment section of the last Reddit that we did, and then we're going to get into some Reddit as well. Alright. So, yes, H1. When Move Suspicious said, "Imagine what we don't see." I have said this before. When she's mad at him for crying or having a fit, I imagine she yells in his face and throws him down in his crib. I have said this before. I truly believe she does this. I think she's a screamer. And her reading to Anderson is a joke. Remember that she hands him off to Yar the minute he yawns? Yep, here you go, Yarman. Or the minute he slightly, maybe, is going to make a peep or complain about something. She doesn't read to him at all, except for the camera. Yep, I absolutely believe that. Let's remember she knows exactly how she treats him, and I almost guarantee she doesn't even care, nor does she feel bad for lying and pretending. Marina says, I agree. He never snuggles with her like kids do, or put his hands in her hair or her face or neck. He never does that. I think I've only seen him do it a couple of times, and a couple of times is not a lot. He just doesn't. If Yar is in the room with them, he wants Yar to hold him. I had kids that don't know me, but very quickly wanted me to pick them up, hold them, and would be climbing on me. He doesn't feel safe with her. Exactly. He has every right not to. Slothsicle says, the first picture, Alex looked so ill. Her lips look grey. How is she not alarmed? I don't know. I don't know how she's not alarmed. I think she thinks that she's just going to be cruising on by, her lovely health journey, her eating and drinking what she wants, and nothing's going to happen. Excuse me. Texas Blue says, I would be embarrassed if I was her saying on YouTube she is exhausted when her kid's gone all day and tired from just shopping. It's a disgrace to parents that work hard and at a real job and then go home and take care of their kids the right way. Yeah, it is. It is an insult to all the parents who do that. Mainly Marble says, Brianna King says, I said the same thing. She should have the snack cart out all the time. She has tons of packages all year. Yeah, she thinks that the drivers only get hungry at Christmas. Mainly Marble and crappy of her to allow the cart to be so depleted like that. She should have kept it stocked. Either do it right or not at all. Yes, it should have been brought in before it actually got that way. Jane says, my daughter lives near to me, 2 miles away. I see what she does and say. Hang on. 2 miles away. I see what she does in a say. Does and say, I think. It's scary. All without a childminder routine. Excellent organisation. My grandchildren have very full, happy, healthy lives. I'm very proud of my children. That's because they're normal, Jane. You have normal children with a normal mother that raised them. That's obvious. Watching your own children being excellent mothers is a joy. I'm sure all here would agree. Shelley, you will see your nieces being wonderful young adults. I see my niece, a fully fledged professional, travelling the world and living life. This monster barely breathes. The child will raise himself as soon as he can. Just wait. Unfortunately, he is destined for a very sad, tragic life. It is absolutely fucking heartbreaking, Jane. The return of Veronica Sawyer, she's been back in the gym. She went twice. Yeah. Ali MS says, now, if she would just work out while she is there. Tara said, LEMS, she's working out her angles. That means she's working out her picture angles. Oh, Tara, I love your personality. VSG Pirate, please do a retro react to Moving Mad. He was the one that exposed her Fupa-gate. Moving Mad. Is he the one that... Oh, the dark guy. Gee, I haven't seen him for ages. She also taunted him. She hated red lipstick. hang on, she hated red lipstick, and once he said it suits her, she started wearing red lipstick. Really? I don't believe that she ever hated red lipstick, or I could be wrong. To moving mad. All right, hang on. Okay, screenshot that. I'll watch it and see if it's still worth reacting to, love. Or if you're still on the channel. Don't know. Jen Myers, thank you for reaction, Shelley. You're welcome. Enjoy your birthday weekend. I sure did, which is why I have no voice. The average Gen Xer, beautiful Devon. Holy shit, that first picture is sending me £50 would absolutely show on her face at this point. Yeah. For all who is wondering, just a reminder, what the first picture was, I shall show you. What everyone's freaking out about. Hi, my friends. Thank you for clicking on this. Yeah, her hygiene is getting pathetic. When they lose weight, that one is the picture that everyone is talking about and cannot believe. All right, where were we? Back to the average Gen Xer. Devon says, holy shit, that first picture is sending me £50. Would absolutely show on her face at this point, one would think. But she looks the same as last year. I can see she is no longer the size she was when she had GBS. Yeah, absolutely. But with how easy it is to manipulate videos these days, I don't think we'll know her true size unless we saw her in person. Very true, Devon. Just like when people caught her at the car show, and that was the last time we saw her. She doesn't get photographed much or videoed, but people do still end up seeing her. Anyway, we shall see, hey? If a nerd says 4551 XXL to numeric is like 20 to 22, isn't it? I don't know what you guys do in America. Looks like our size 16 jeans aren't legit. Looks like our size 18 queen has returned, as if an 18 is a good thing. Rolling on the floor laughing. I know size 18, excuse me, is still a large size, but it is better than being what she is. And she is not a size fucking 18. That's for sure. Suizano of the Woods. She is so ridiculous. I am not married. Work 40 plus hours a week regularly. Just got done pulling 60-hour week due to all the holidays and have my dog. I do more with my life than she ever has. Not surprised there. Even when I was in the 400s, I did more. Her life is nothing but buying crap that will not, she will not wear, probably, it was meant to say. She sends back cosplaying a happily married mum and devoted mother, which she is terrible at, and wishing her life was different. I'm sure she can't be happy when she looks in that fucking mirror. She just can't. I wish she would just get her mind straight and see her son needs help, and maybe she would see this as more to life than useless crap on TikTok. I know. Sit down with your son and show him some flash bloody cards at least. Move Suspicious says, I definitely despise Alex just as much as you do. I know. I can tell. I can tell, my darling. Thank you for your reacts and always exposing her. You're appreciated. Much love. And so are you, love. So is everyone on my channel. DD, hope you have a great trip. Thank you, I did. Happy birthday, gorgeous. Thank you for watching this beast so we don't have to. Nancy England. Poor Anderson never know what a vegetable is because she doesn't buy them. And my grandbaby told me his mum, my daughter, made vegetable. God. And my grandbaby told me his mum, my daughter, made vegetable soup. I love that. And he loves it. He was bragging on his mum. Vegetable soup. He loves vegetables. Anderson wouldn't know what one looked like. And thank goodness my daughter gives them vegetables to eat. Absolutely. Jackie O'Lantern, I hate the way she drops the word wicked now and again to sound like an authentic Boston townie. Oh, geez, I wouldn't know that. I hate every word she says, so I agree, Jackie. I realise she grew up in New England and lived in Boston for 5 minutes, but what other slang does she use? None. And even Mark Wahlberg says that in a world of Boston slang, wicked is the cheesiest thing to say. I love Mark Wahlberg. Jackie. I really do. Apparently he's really religious, was what I've noticed. I mean, that's not why I love him. I think that's a bonus to him. He just really seems like a lovely, really lovely husband, lovely father. Just really nice guy, like really down to earth. Anyway, Paddy Pop, first. Oh, but it's 3 a.m. Friday. Oh my God, Paddy. Yawn. We'll start and finish tomorrow. What on earth were you doing awake at that time, lovely lady? Unless it was a Friday night. Crazy Bagel says someone searched up her documents on her mortgage for her house and posted it on the subreddit. That is why the mod posted not to post her personal stuff on the site. Oh, okay. It showed how much she paid for the house and how much money she paid down. It was indeed stalking. I left a message telling them they need to delete it because that can get the sub shut down. Thank you, Crazy Angel, for making that clear. Maley Marble, was it public access? If so, how is that any different than all the other stuff, the letters she wrote to the courts? Okay, so Crazy Angel says, looking into a crime and showing that Ali still backs her criminal dad who committed the crime is totally different than looking into her money and how much she paid for the house. I get that, Crazy Angel, but if you can still look it up, because I remember when I was watching Priscilla P's channel, she covered that, and that definitely is public knowledge. You can just look up the house and find out how much someone paid for it. It's not hard. You can even do that here in Australia. Is it the right thing to do and plaster it? Maybe not, but I don't think it's illegal. One shows her true character, that she's a terrible, horrible person who comes from a horrible family, and that she is someone who needs to be watched out for and not believed. Looking into the other shows nothing. It is just someone being nosy, wanting to know information that really is no one's business, just so they can have something to talk about. Those are two totally different things. Yeah, I agree with that. You do have a right to look into crimes at the people who will associate with the criminals to let people know who those people are and that they are shitty people, but you do not have a right to go into looking into people's financial situations. Well, there are sticky-nosed people in this world, and if people want to go on and look and it's there for them to see, I still see nothing wrong about it. Putting it onto a subreddit, yeah, maybe, but if they want to look it up by themselves because they know her address and they can see how much the house is worth and how much she paid for it, that's public knowledge. It doesn't matter. But I know what you're saying. It shouldn't be on a subreddit because it can ruin everything for everybody. I don't care who they are or how much you don't like them, or even if you idolize them, you still have no right to be looking into their very private business like a mortgage, because it has no bearing on the person's character, and basically it's just not your business. When I say not your, I'm not talking about you. Oh, I know, love. I'm talking about anyone in general. Mainly Marble says at Crazy Angel. I was going to say Crazy Bangle. Crazy Angel, I don't really see the difference as long as both are obtained legally, but that's me. We can have difference of opinion and still be good. Absolutely you can. That's why I love you guys. Heather James, those people on Reddit have really started to come across as stalkers. Yesterday, someone posted a copy of either her, there we go, the same thing, mortgage or home loan, but not sure which one. Also, I believe Miff Suspicious is cute. Oh, no, can't say that, love. Oh, she may not want to be outed if that's her. I don't know. I've left it up her to tell me who she is. And if she wants to say, she can say, I suppose. Not sure why people can't figure that out. It's because I don't know how every person writes and how every person, like, how on earth would I know that is cute, cozy chins? How would I know 100%? I don't get it. Anyway, figure that out, and she's definitely letting Alex live rent-free in her head. I have to disagree with that. Heather, you're here as well, and I appreciate you. But I don't think Move Suspicious lets her move rent-free in her head. She must annoy her as much as I do. And if she does, she's on Reddit and she has every right to write what she wants to write on there. You're also here, Heather. So anyone could say that you're in my Reddit reacts listening to me reading the Reddit out as well. She could be living rent free in your head too. Just because you're not writing it, it doesn't mean you don't think about her. Now, please, do not get upset with me. Do not take it the wrong way. But I can sort of see where Move Suspicious is coming from, because she's annoying as fuck. Not Move Suspicious, Alex. And maybe it's a place where she can just go and vent. She doesn't need to have to explain to anyone why she's on there. Not that you're saying she needs to explain, but I don't think it's fair to say that Alex lives rent-free in her head. Jackie O'Lantern, it was one person, not people. Heather James says, disagree, there's several loony birds over there. Maybe stalker isn't the best word to use. Obsessed is probably better. Well, anyone could say that about me too, love. Anyone could say that about me, Heather James, that I'm obsessed with her because I keep reacting to her. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, we all have our opinions. Jane says, just wait. In the National Guard is called to assist ICE. She will be in a padded room. Her perks won't be perks then. Coco Mademoiselle says, I hate Reddit. The mods are effing annoying, but they have to be, love. They have a job. That's what they're there for. Otherwise, the whole subreddit will get taken down. Manly Marble says, I don't get it either. People can talk about Alex or they can't. Yeah, but she doesn't want them to out people because they can, like I said again, they can definitely get the subreddit taken down, and I think that's why. The mod, Heather James again says, the mod for Alex's subreddit has gotten really on her high horse lately. I had been there for at least a year, had to open a new account, and I posted and was accused of being Alex. And even after I said I had been there and what my old username was, I was still attacked by several people and banned. Okay, that makes things more clear to me now. Laughing out loud. Now that I'm banned but can still read, I notice how stupid and nitpicky some of those people are. I can't stand Alex, and clearly a lot of the ragging she gets is warranted, but some of them people really are in delusional land. Maybe some can be in delusional land, but no one will ever be in Alex's delusional land because she's in the biggest one of them all. User RR2UH says, you are in fact supposed to introduce vegetables before fruit because obviously the fruit is going to be a favourable, exactly, because it's sweet. And that's all they'll want, period. The speech is ridiculous. I used to eat dinner with all my kids at the table with my husband because that's how they learn. Obviously, you would put your kid at the table when you eat. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because she wants him in bed so she can eat in front of her TV. Manly Marble says, what little time Anderson is awake while at home, he's sadly alone. That's fucking heartbreaking. Okay, my loves, thank you for all that. Now let's get into, if you would like to hang around for it, some subreddit. I'm just going to have a drink. As you can hear, my voice, I think by tomorrow is probably going to be even worse, but anyway. Okay. Millennial Purple says, no filters, but these were a week apart. Yep. Look at that face thinking she's all that. Look at the smugness knowing that you've had bariatric surgery and you still look like that. Size XL dainty queen, soon to be size 12 queen, the smallest she's ever been in her adult life. A slim 260 pounds. Love it. Sure, Jad. Data aggravating says, hideous, I love it. Was someone able to read the tag she left on those stretchy jeans? If they did say size 16, is there a way she can fudge that? Because I'm having a hard time believing our girl is a 16. Standard Girl says, I don't know what trickster act she pulled here, but there is no way she is a size 16. No boundaries in no boundaries is a junior teen brand, so should be cut even smaller. Maybe she AI'd it. She acts like a child. Yep. She is laughing in the picture on the right because she knows she gets away with it. Data aggravating says they go up to a 4X and elasticized in the back. What size liar wearing? God, I hate that elasticized in the back. It's just a really ugly look, I think. Anyway. She really needs to be committed somewhere. I think she honestly believes she looks like the right. She does. The one on the left is waiting for you by the jungle gym at recess. Heard you were talking shit about her. The left looks like, I can't say, channel taken down. I already heard that FFG had a channel taken down. She was one of my favourite reactors. Although I wasn't happy about what happened with the cat, I still sort of wanted to watch her. She's gone. I've got no one else to watch. I haven't got anyone to watch left of the Gore World. Background Cup. Come on now, Alex. Really? The audacity. True Peach says, these are supposed to be baggy, oversized, but fugly. Is stuffed like 2-ton turkey. She's wearing a 3X and lying filtering to the hilt. She's an XL, just like she accomplished targeted weight WW, loss removal of her, I can't read that out, FUPA. She's an XL, just like she wrote one letter to the judge to jailbreak her criminal child rapist dad, and she's an empath who didn't mock her victimized sister. Sure, Jan. Everyone, she just photographs thin. It's not her fault. Pinocchio. Yep, that's what I'm feeling. God, that was Alex for a minute. You Delicious says, apparently she's being boycotted by all major brands. That's good to hear. Okay, Delicious Card says, apparently she's been boycotted by all major brands. She's an industry-wide permanent brand liability due to her deception about and past and ongoing legal support for her child rapist father. While she promoted herself as a fearless supporter of girls, women and families, Alex's influencer career is purposely stagnated by YouTube, which is deliberately limiting her reach, is earning little from Instagram, and I don't believe she's learning little from Instagram. I still think she's earning a fair bit, and TikTok and big sponsors detest her. I don't know about that. You got receipts for that? I'd love to see them, and I'd love to believe it. Her now well-known history of support for him is an industry-wide permanent brand liability. Brands now filter... I understand what you're saying, and it should be. I just hope that it is. Brands now filter creators with tools that filter out risky ones. She's flagged in their systems, like Integral Ad Science and Creator IQ, and there's a corporate boycott of her by most companies. Their safety software flags her by giving her a rating of high risk and not suitable. I also think if she's being flagged, it's due to a lot of people, including Jane and a lot of my other subscribers, for writing into these people who are sending her promotions, and they've stopped. However, the back end of the influencer industry requires her talent agency to direct her to keep promoting brands and stores in hopes that the agency can show her video clips of this to smaller potential sponsors that have low ethics and will give her contract. Yeah, like, what's the fucking jewelry one? What's that jewelry one, guys? It starts with an M. I know it starts with an M. That dodgy one. All her jewellery is from it, and it's all damn ugly. I can't believe I've got a blank, but yeah, it is a blank. Like in the past, Poor Hero, PES Science, etc. Her business income now is largely from affiliate marketing, especially Amazon, Walmart, Target, LTK. Clicking her link is how she gets a commission. Yeah, but she still gets a lot of watches. She still gets 14,000 people watching her video, so she's still doing very well. She's at least making 8 to 10 grand a month, and to me, that's a lot. The agency looks at the amount of clicks on the links to show Alex uses her LLC to make all of her hauls, trips, and other purchases tax-deductible business expenses as possible. We all know that, yep. Whenever she mentions big brands, she's doing brand seeding. This is deliberate for her brand to show she has a relatable mummy family high-income lifestyle influence show, and tag products for future potential sponsors to show they have brand-safe aesthetic, social media reach, and that they're a good salesperson for products. And no, she's not. She's the worst fucking person to sell anything. She's shifted to budget-friendly content. Really? Budget-friendly? I still don't think she's budget-friendly. Since she's blackballed in the industry, more or less. She relies on her manipulation skills to continue to attract parasocial relationships with her viewers, with her vlogs and confessions. Her core legacy old fan base remains. They don't care about rape, child abuse or child neglect, or watching her self-destruct in her delusions. They like the face and body filters. They're still the backbone of her career, even though she's currently pivoting between the glamorous, boastful, fearless leader to the goofy, dumpy leader. I've noticed that she has been acting really stupid lately in some of her videos, including her face, the face, just the face reactions that she does. Her Instagram engagement is currently about 3.5%, so it depends on how many of the viewers click her affiliate links and buy the products. TikTok Creator Rewards Program pays little unless videos are over 1 minute and go viral. Okay. Brown Eyed says, great insights and explanation. Can I know your sources for how, she's considered risky to bigger sponsors? Also, the estimated mid 5-figure income, is that annual or monthly? I was wondering, to me, I don't really care how much she makes on here, guys. I don't like her, and I know she has to make a living and she has a son now, so I still want her to make money, but I don't want 50 million people watching her, and I want her to make money, just not on YouTube. I was wondering what the point of getting her to work with an agency if they take a cut. Do they give her better tactics or strategy? Is it even worth it? Because her non-content hasn't changed, and compared to when she was with an agency. I used an LLM to scan creator safety software, auditing tool websites. The brand uses Viral Nation Secure, blah, 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 blah. Okay, I won't get into that. That's a bit too much. Like I said, her money's her money, but it's not mainly about that. It's just calling her out for what she is. Delicious card. I forget to add that INF agency gets 10 to 20% of her sponsorship deals. INF does accounting. Okay, still going on about that. How do you know this? See my comments to Brown Eyed. I do appreciate her going into all of it, though. It's like a lot to do. Move suspicious. Hey, Alex, if you owned your real size, nobody would care. You get hate because you're a damn liar. Your abuse of filters, especially having the platform you do, should be illegal, which we've read that one, so I won't read that again. Okay. Mary Paz. At least try vegetables, real meals, actual affection, snacks, and daycare. Don't raise a child. I don't know. I don't even know what this is. Oh my God. Could that be her? Sly and the Family Stone. It is her. She's put all the snacks there. Have they got music? No. This must be a dump on her Instagram. And they're all fucking snacks and pre-packed stuff. This is all Anderson stuff. Unfucking believable. All processed. All out of a packet. Unbelievable, Standard Girl says. I fear that he only gets, processed foods. She bought that baby cookbook, but only cooked a few meals from it. From there on out, we only saw pre-made processed chicken bites, the ones she said were too expensive, bananas and processed snacks, delicious card, and strawberries. She's been training him to hate anything but sugar and highly processed dairy and grains since he was conceived. No doubt she's given him snacks from her fast food binges too, but only the cheapest crap on their menus. Zem says, not surprised this is what she feeds him. She's too busy stuffing food into her gob to consider making him fresh or homemade. Yep. Psychological Nose says she's passing on to process snacks to her child. I'm sad to say I saw it coming. We all have. Dana Aggravating says, he will soon develop only a taste for these type of foods, just like herself. Etelna says, this makes me so sad. I just commented on another post. I don't feel ashamed if you use these once in a while when in a pinch, but no one should have a drawer like that full of intentional regular snacks. Do better, Alex. Yep. Move Suspicious says, I guarantee because they say organic, she actually thinks it's healthier. Shaking my head. Of course she would. It proves she never learned anything about food in her 30 years of, I'm not sure if I can say that word, you guys can read it. She has dieted her entire life on and off and claims she learned about nutrition, gives all these weight loss tips and has promoted balanced eating, yet she still doesn't understand how sugar, carbs and processed junk works. Anderson already has a taste for sweets. He won't be eating vegetables just like this 400-pound mother. He doesn't eat normal meals. Just to hand him a teething wafer, or a yogurt pouch in his caged off lonely high chair. I'm not going to repeat that name, girl. That's what blows my mind, that she has not learned a goddamn thing through all her weight loss attempts. It shows how lazy she is. She does less than the bare minimum. I think having that drawer of processed food for Anderson is absolutely fucking disgusting. Just shows what a lazy mother she really is. Into the Wild says, this is just wild. He's not even 2 and everything he eats comes out of a package. Yep, she's so lazy. Peaches and Cream, his health will be poor, unfortunately. Technical South, he's just a prop for her socials. Not surprised, all based off how she eats. Yep. Is this supposed to be a flex or something? I think it is. Look how clean and look how many snacks I have for my child. She's out here flexing, but everyone's pouch food is suboptimal and only used as supplementary nutrition when you're in a pinch. She literally does not work more than 20 hours a week. This makes me sick. F you. Sorry, literally F you, Alex. There are so many studies that prove this is not beneficial at all. All the high fructose corn syrup and food colouring, this poor child will be obese in no time. You know she will shove one of those snacks in his face anytime he whimpers. Yep. Colour me not surprised. Kid is going to be bullied at school for being 80 pounds at 6 years old. Holy outrageous Batman. Nice. She's included all the processed food groups. What is this? Non-pareil chocolate says. Is it all baby snacks? It sure is. My thoughts about children's food may be coloured by having been a hippie mum, but non-GMO organic, raised by Himalayan pandas, or what? No child needs this much processed foods. I have 2 little grandchildren. Do they get prepared snacks? Sometimes, yes. Would their parents ever bring all of this into their house for them? No, it's not normal. Damn, she's continuing the overconsumption of processed food with Anderson. That poor boy is going to live all his life in poor health, just like you, Alex. Few Remove says, that kid should be eating real food, like food that's healthy mummy daddy are eating. This is absolutely junk, and all the packaged stuff is so terrible for the kids and environment. I used to buy a box of Teddy Grahams and goldfish for my toddlers. That was their snack. This is ridiculous. Such a glutton. I might have to go into her comment section on Instagram soon. I might do that tomorrow for you guys. Alcid says, this makes me so sad. I understand the convenience of packaged snacks on occasion, but I get the feeling this is a very regular thing for her. My God, I can only imagine when Shikara sees this and when Devon from Average Gen Xer sees all the snacks that she has prepared for her child. She works from home and her child is in daycare majority of the time. There really isn't an excuse why she can't make him actual food. Yes, there is. She's lazy. That's her excuse. This makes me unbelievably sad for this child, and she thinks this is a flex. She does. I've never seen anything more pathetic in my life. I've never, ever seen a mother have a draw like that. Delicious Card says, why does she flex this processed, glorified junk food? Why doesn't Yarman, who's supposed to be literate and nutrition conscious, help his son to eat what the healthy, smart kids are all eating in 2026? Whole, nutritious foods. They know better. They just don't give enough of a crap about Anderson to educate themselves. She either got this crap for free or she's whoring her life out for potential sponsors, $1 million home and Teslas, daycare toddler in Walmart clothes, eating junk food with a loud noise machine in his ear, and forced over napping with social losers, mum and dad, PDF grandpa and crazy grandma and weird extended family. God protect and have mercy on Anderson. Great comment there. I love that comment. Photo Odd says, these are snacks for babies that are learning to eat. Toddlers should be eating real whole foods, not melt in your mouth snack foods. What the F is her problem? Her problem is that she's lazy. Scared strength. Wow. This is sad. Yes, we need some snacks for the kids. This is enough for 3 kids. 3 to 4 weeks. This will be his life, living off shit snacks at his disposal. It's actually quite fucking shocking, isn't it? Stanton says she puts him in daycare so she can prep his processed junk food drawer. Yep. Curious mama. In this day and age, I'm surprised how much Alex does that shocks me. Alex, things expire. No one needs this much snacks. Meal replacements, what have you? Anything quick to shut him up, I suppose. Yep. Expensive toe says, bruh, what is this? My daughter only eats actual food and the pouches. Hang on, actual food. And the pouches? She's 2 months younger than Anderson. She eats whatever we eat, and then snacks are usually bananas or the pouches. She has goldfish or Cheerios once in a while, but the puffs are literally infant snacks. What is she doing? Yep, what is she doing? That's what we are all asking. East Apartment says, agree. She's a mess and old habits die hard. Oh God, I can only imagine what Mavis and Mudhead are going to say as well. She says how she wants to be healthy for Anderson, yeah, but she laughs when she's reaching out for another snack or sweet bite. She shows him how to develop the same bad habits as her. Leading by example is something Ella has no idea how to do, and she and her dumber husband are setting Anderson up for food and weight issues. Data Aggravating says, sorry, who gets mad? But this is why any kids she will have will eat like a mini version of herself. He only eats strawberries and bananas and these. I've not seen her give him a single protein or real food, apart from eggs. Just because something is organic, it doesn't mean it's healthy. No, it just means it's more expensive. She does give him eggs and those pancake things she made. Yeah, well, the pancake things aren't very good. But I've never seen her give him freshly cooked food. Just strawberries and banana. Hopefully he will be given freshly cooked food and foods for daycare. Well, it's whatever daycare gives him, I suppose. Unless she has to give her own food for them, but I don't think she does. I just don't get it. A working mum on the go, possibly. But she does not work. She has all day to make her food for her child. Plus, he's at daycare all day. What is the reason? Selfishness is the reason. Okay? Selfishness is the reason. Some teaching. This is how you know she has never healed her relationship with food and has now passed on that legacy to her son. This is all ultra processed and will continue to behavior issues down the road. Yep. Should at least have some balance because she has means to do so, but she doesn't, and I think that's what I cannot comprehend. This is not something to be proud of. I'm wondering if she's operating under the notion of fed is best, so this is better than nothing. Yep, and anything to go in his mouth really quick to shut him up. I want to see if Alan Roberts sees this. I should message it to him. Dang, she really watched her restocking videos and said this looks like an actual lifestyle. She sure did. Background Cup says Anderson's entire day of eating is in that drawer. She doesn't eat vegetables herself, so she's not going to go out of her way to make her son any, to try and see what he likes. He gets no variety from day to day, so she thinks she can just claim he's a picky eater. But she only gives him the same shit on a daily basis. How can he be a fucking picky eater when she is the one choosing his food? She doesn't want to take the time to sit and help him explore food. She doesn't want him to make a mess eating. Just toss whatever is in the drawer on his high chair and tray and let him have at it. He might get some of her eggs or a piece of chicken or green bean here and there. She's trying to get sponsored by a baby food company, so she's ramping up the amount of products she has of theirs to obtain it. What a fucking nut job. Fast Structure says, I have 2 kids and our snack section in our pantry is half this size. What the F? That is Alex for you all. That is Alex for you all. Yep. Let's have a look at that again. Look at it. She's unbelievable. And she thinks that, she really does think that this is a flex. Oh, God, yes, long-lost siblings. Gee, her face is the same size as Foodie Beauty's now. Jeez, so true. Throw a hijab on, Dukas, and they will be twins. I've been saying this, the lips, the bulging eyelids, the cheeks, they act the same way when they're ranting. Donut Mum is their sister. Sweetie Warren, indeed, I would also love to see how these two would interact. Such Dare says, Alex has definitely turned into Foodie Beauty's doppelganger, and that ain't a good thing. But I agree that Alex feels like she's so superior to her. Oh, God, yes. Cup Half Full says, they both have the same glasses sponsorship. Amazing, Alex got an actual sponsor. Poopy got her those. Is Poopy a sponsor for girls? Al should have been kicked off first, if only. I remember a comment from her Instagram saying Alex looks like an OBESE, Sydney Sweeney. They both look like that fish from SpongeBob. Sorry, I'm not a SpongeBob fan, but I have seen it around. Oh, that fish, yes, they do. They both do look like that fish. Very, very much indeed. Very much indeed. No, they're cute. I can't see the difference, I know. But those penguins are cute. Does anyone remember any Ramadan? I swear she fell off the face of the earth. Oh, Amy Ramadan. I don't know who that is, no. I was only thinking of her the other day. No, I don't know who she is. Oh, disgusting mother. Yes, Mel Moonlight. She literally said her son has grown out of all his clothes and that she needed to go to Old Navy to buy him some new ones. Then followed it up later with, I never made it to Old Navy today. Why, Alex? Because shopping for New Year's Eve mattered more than your child's fundamental needs? That's insane. And the worst part is that she's a complete lack of shame. Any decent mother would be consumed with guilt. Decent mother. There's the thing there. Decent mother. She would have to Google that because she doesn't know what that is. She doesn't give an F about Anderson. This isn't a rumour or a theory. It's just that. She doesn't give an F about her own child. This made me so sad for him. To have a mother that doesn't give an F about her own child is just insane to me. Gloomy Art says, I'm perplexed that she doesn't have clothes that are sized up or ready to go. I was already buying a head bigger for the next size and season for my girls, especially if I could catch some good sales. Just like this idiot buys one tomato at a time, she buys one onesie at a time. So true. Zem says she's been relying on freebies from her sister-in-law. Alex resents spending any money on her own child. In saying that, Zem, she would say if she's put him in something that was from her sister-in-law's, I don't believe she's ever put him in anything that her sister-in-law actually gave her. Awful. I think it would be different if she had a girl. Zem says, I think she would definitely spend much more money on a girl and make more effort to raise her in her own image. I do too. A girl would still turn out warped. Oh, fuck yeah. With a mother like Alex, she would either be extremely low self-esteem due to having a competitive narcissist mummy daughter, would be a mini me of Alex, highly selfish, narcissistic, entitled, and full of grandiosity. It's far better that Alex have sons only, but she won't stop until she gets what she wants, and that's a female offspring. I use the word offspring because Alex will never view any child of hers as having their own identity. She views a child as nothing more than an extension of herself. That's very true. That she can use for power, control, and a facade management in her image. It's a toxic situation either way. I never understood women who compete with their daughters. Neither have I. It's absolutely fucking mind-blowing. Moss Switch says, yep, I did the same thing. Or if I really liked something, I try to get it in 2 sizes. My daughter needed bigger winter boots, and when we went right after school to get new ones, just what a mum should do. Also, what on earth was her excuse for not going? It's bizarre. I'd also buy in 2 sizes. She is not a thinker or a planner. Maybe the Capricorn in her forgot she had a child completely. Jay Davis says, 18 months, just get 2T. Curious Mama says, I caught that. What mum has a 15-month-old and purchases 18 months? Unless it's an emergency, and that's all the store had. She's projecting her body dysmorphia to Anderson. She needs major therapy. None of that feel-good therapy shit either. Yeah, real therapy. Nancy even tried last month, and Alex got all annoyed and shut it down by saying he had lots, whatever Nancy picked up, that it was too big. She's not intelligent to know all this. I think she is smart enough. I would never call her intelligent. I think she's smart enough to know this, and I think she's just trying to keep him as a child as long as she can. Still editing her son's skin colour. Oh, wow. Geez, that is a big difference, isn't it? I don't know if she would be editing it. I wouldn't put it past her, because that is a big bloody difference. But I'm thinking maybe it's the lighting. Don't know. But boy, is that a big difference. That is a real big difference. Pic from Instagram versus vlog from today. You can tell the difference clear as day. Why is his skin colour the same as hers in her Instagram post today? Now we're supposed to believe Anderson is pale. Big L, BFFR, right now. What is this? Any ad says if she actually editing him lighter and it's not just some weird effect of lighting or editing she did, she can get effed for doing this. If it is her doing this effed on purpose, that colour she thought she was going to get, because Ya is light skinned and she's white, Anderson is much darker than she thought and her babies would be. That's so sad and absolutely narcissistic. Does it surprise you guys? Background Cup says, it looks like a filter was used with the brightness exposure turned up. Just from the way things look in the background, it seems like overexposed editing. I do virtual photography as a hobby, but even in the filter, she's fully aware that his skin colour isn't that bright. She decided to use and post it anyway. Got to match her aesthetic. Yeah, it is a very, very overexposed photo, but still. Oh, sweetheart. He's so gorgeous. Someone's racism is showing. Whose white baby is that? Yeah. His hair is an absolute mess. I know. So is hers. He will never be groomed appropriately or wear appropriate fitting clothes ever. Background Cup said, but she bought curl product for his hair. Not a comb or a brush, but curl product. Like, this woman barely keeps her own hair together. She isn't taking time to do Anderson's when everything with him is so hard for her to do, to get him ready every day. Imagine if she had the girl she always wanted. Her hair wouldn't be getting done either. I'd love to know where that stuff is that apparently she ordered for Anderson's hair. She doesn't know what to do with curls either. She can watch a YouTube video and learn. She said she ordered products for his hair about 2-3 weeks ago. That's exactly right. More lies. We know she would link it. That's exactly right. Very true. Clea Major says, it really is. I'm not sure what she's doing or not doing. That is the issue here. Can someone shed any light? It is not being brushed. I have very curly hair, which I never brush. You don't brush tight curls. They just become frizz. But neither would I put the mountain of products I use to keep my hair looking neat and styled in a baby's hair. No, and it wouldn't need a mountain of product. It would need one product. One product. I need a leave-in conditioner, curl cream, mousse, gel, hairspray or shine spray. Can someone clarify, is this just inevitable with a baby who has curling hair, or is there a way to keep the hair neat and tidy without using mountains of adult products that probably aren't good for a baby's hair? Never ever use adult products on a baby's hair. Number one, never ever. This February, 39 years I will be doing hairdressing. So trust me, I know what I'm talking about. There are heaps of products for children's hair. There are curl creams, there are oils and stuff that they can put on their hair. We have some African American shops here that they do get the chemically straightening and the Botox hair and all that sort of stuff, and they do the weaving of the wigs and all that sort of stuff. They have immense stuff there. They carry stuff for children as well. You mean to tell me America doesn't have stuff that she can get from that? We carry that stuff, and there's not a lot of well, how can I say it? There's not a lot of those people that we have here in our country that use that kind of stuff, and we have a lot of stuff for it. So I'm sure America would. My son has curly hair, not as curly as Anderson's, but pretty close to it and pretty long now. There are curl products formulated especially for babies' hair that I use. Thank you. They're quite light but work great. For my son, I do brush his hair in the morning, dampen it with a spray bottle with purified water, and then a bit of a baby curl cream through it, and that's all you need. Literally. Yep, that's literally all I do, and it defines his curls and it air dries. That's exactly right. To wash his hair, I use regular baby shampoo and baby curl conditioner. It's literally so easy, but this lazy COW cannot be bothered. Never been brushed. Nope. Yarman, come and get your wife. What the F is this here? This is from Few Classroom. And for all of you that say she shouldn't do this, why wouldn't she? Because hang on. And for all of you that say she wouldn't do this, why wouldn't she? Because you think she should be a better person? She's not. And you know she isn't. This woman doesn't give an F that her father raped a child multiple times and instead was jealous that her father had a new daughter. You think she cares about lightening her baby's skin? The child she doesn't want because he's not a girl and sends to daycare to get rid of him? Please. This woman tried to lie and say that his first word was wasn't dada because she's jealous. That's right. She definitely doesn't like that Anderson isn't her carbon copy. She's disgusting. Professional B says, hey, is a 65-year-old female, when my hair quit cooperating with me reasonably, I just shaved my hair down to about 3/4 inch. He would look much better with shorter hair, and oh, God, no. He doesn't need to have his head shaved, for fuck's sake. Jesus, it's just a baby. Move Suspicious says, she's 100% editing him for several shades lighter. Yeah, he is Ya's skin tone. He is not light skin yellow. She made him look white in that pic. People can try to justify this and give her the benefit of the doubt. But my question would be why? She edits herself down to 200 pounds smaller and lied about the letters she wrote to her pedo father to get out of prison. But she has a standard with this and draws the line and not editing her son lighter? Come on, this girl has proven over and over that she doesn't have a conscience or moral compass. Anything to exploit her son. Anything for views. She wanted a lighter-skinned biracial child. This is effing disgusting and needs to be exposed more. Also, why is he in the cabinet? She hasn't child-proofed anything. Another pic proving how lazy she is. Yep, he's opening the cabinet. Backrank Cup says, thank you. And her mum talked about swirl babies not long before Anderson was born. Her mum bought her ex a black man, a monkey. Yeah, I remember that. A black man, a monkey as a gift. I'm just reacting has started multiple times, stated multiple, oh my God, I'm just reacting, has stated multiple times, that's Noah, that Al herself has been caught online using the N-word with the hard R. She has. But the narrative is that marrying a man of colour means she can't possibly be racist. I can tell you right now that she has been coming off wrong with how she treats her son since birth. But add on the neglect of learning how to take care of his type of hair, taking forever to size up his clothes when she shops for herself daily, and her lazy way of parenting, I wouldn't put it past her to do it intentionally because she can't handle the fact that her mixed-race child didn't come out the way she wanted him to look. Well, if that's the case, Alex needs to be rotting in hell. this, every single word, saying someone isn't racist because they married a black man or because they might have a friend of colour. I'm sorry, but that's ignorant as fuck. I had a friend growing up whose father had all black friends but wouldn't let his daughter marry a black man. People can be racist even in their own race. That's disgusting. I guess those individuals haven't heard of colorism within their own community. That statement to say Alex can't be racist because she's fetishized men of colour is naive and clueless. Sons of a fundy Mormon cult leader that is extremely racist who were arrested for this whole government scam, working with a Turkish guy because money talks, but he's certainly not white enough to get into super magic heaven. She's not taking care of his hair. What I really don't get is why she would overexpose or adjust his skin colour to in some posts and not others. I really don't think she is. She puts filters on photos. She is not lightening his skin because she is racist. I do not like Alex, but come on, we need to live in reality here. She married a Dominican man. Okay, this is exactly what the other people were just talking about. And has a mixed race baby. Generally, racist people would not do that. Background Cup says there are white women who have black boyfriends, husbands and fathers of their children who will be outright use the N-word with the hard R towards other black people and people of colour. They exist. I'm calling out the fact that Alex has been caught multiple times before brightening Anderson's skin colour, then claiming his actual skin tone as just tan. Plenty do, whether it's white women with ideas about black men or incel types who go shopping for East Asian women thinking they meek and submissive and can beat down unlike Western women. Throw in the internet's obsession with mixed children, but only ones with light skin, cute curls and waves without too much texture. It's sickening, but it certainly happens. It's pathetic. This comment couldn't be further from the truth. Sorry. I do think it might be an effect of the filter. However, the thing that bothers me is that she sees his real colour. She knows it's not his skin tone. Even she accidentally making it lighter with a filter. She sees that what she's done, and she sees and seems like she doesn't have a problem with it. To me, that's a problem. Okay, there's a few more. I'm going to read this one. This seems interesting. A few classroom says, okay girl, I'm black. I get that we come in different shades and aren't always the same tone in lighting and in pictures, but this is 2026, not 1996. Cameras have come a long way in 30 years. Pics when I was young back in the 80s were really bad. Besides, this woman is a content creator and should know how to tone her pictures, videos by now, to make them true to life. That's not an option with common cameras in the 90s. I also have a biracial child who is very fair and tans deeply in summer, and I'm also very acquainted with vastly changing skin tones. The baby's skin was just browner a few weeks ago. Skin doesn't lose melanin that quickly and evenly. For extra reference, I also have a mild case of vitiligo. So that's when they don't have the melanin in the skin. Okay. That's it for that one. I'm still stunned with how much processed food she's feeding her child. 5 years ago and nothing has changed. Nope. She's still at her nose. Yeah, she does move suspicious, yeah. And people ask why Move Suspicious is obsessed with her. Because look at the damn lies. She does filter. Yet she doesn't filter. Yet all 4 of these screenshots are taken from the same vlog. I know. Go figure. Go figure. Whose snatched waist and flat stomach is that in the red dress? It's damn sure not Alex's. What the F? Whose tiny thighs and lifted round ass is that in those jeans? Again, not this. I can't say those words. This is all from the same vlog. Girl, you're busted. She's been busted many, many fucking times. Interesting that she's wearing elastic-waisted jeans when she's so skinny now. She looks like she's wearing an adult diaper under them. If that's a filter, laughing out loud, I wouldn't use it. Move Suspicious says, right, the elastic is stretched to full capacity too, and it still won't fit. She's a 3X at least. A 22 to 24. Oh, God, I hate those elastic waists. Interesting that she slimmed down her arm rolls but not smoothed them out, like her arms like that, slim but full of rolls. Right. Unbelievable. We all know that she is a liar. I'll get back into this tomorrow, guys. When I start making mistakes when I'm reading, I know I'm getting tired and I don't want to do that to you guys. I'm going to leave it on this page. Oh, not on this page, on this thing, because I want to read more of the comments. We all know she's a liar. We all do. It's out there for the whole world to see, apart from her stands, because they see her through rainbow-coloured glasses. All right, my loves. Do I have to mention it again? Should I mention it again? Yes, I will. Please comment below. Leave me your comments, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. I'm going to be doing more Reddit, and I'll be doing some other videos. Not too sure which ones, but I will be doing some. So thank you. It's good night for me. It's 10 p.m. here, and I will see you guys at some stage tomorrow. Good night, everyone.